Right then, the tour of New Zealand is over. Disappointing finish. In a sense, this was like a buffet that promises a lot, isn't it? The starters, excellent. The main course, just about okay. And you look at the desserts and say, not quite. You might say it's because of my age. I don't look at the dessert, can't look at the desserts as much, but not quite there. Starters far better than the desserts. And we'll encapsulate all that in this report card. Now, the editor's given me 9 names, 9 in one report card. We'll split that into 2. So we'll start with KL Rahul. And I just absolutely enjoyed watching KL Rahul play. Whether he was opening the batting, kept wickets, went down to number 5, discovered a different gear and allowed us to believe that if KL Rahul can find a spot at number 5, Shreyas Iyer at 4, Rahul at 5, 2 modern contemporary batsmen that just lend so much support to a traditional weak area for India in white ball cricket in recent times. So let's see what KL Rahul did. T20s, 224, average 56, strike rate 144, can't ask for more, but also strike rate of 110 in one-day internationals, 204, got 100, got a 50, did everything that was asked of him, kept wickets far better than some of us thought he would. So what do you do for KL Rahul? 9 out of 10, and some of you might think that's a bit stingy, but 9 out of 10 for KL Rahul. Now let's go down the rest of the names that I've been given. Prithvi Shaw. I thought Prithvi Shaw was like a firecracker. Boom, and gone. You wanted him to be one of those luddies, that goes put, but goes for a long time because that's his style of batting. But you got a little mini explosion, and that was it. So the numbers for Prithvi Shaw eventually just a touch disappointing. You look at the ODIs, he looked like he was going to get a start. He finished with an average of 28. And in the test matches, he showed enough to suggest that where the ball is not moving as much, he'll be a force. But if you want to be an international player, you've got to be able to adapt to everything. And so an average of 24.5. No, just 5 out of 10 for Prithvi Shaw. He's got a few battles to fight within himself and on the field as well. So I'm hoping for more from Prithvi Shaw. Then Cheteshwar Pujara. Of all the people in this side, the one person who look at his numbers and feel disappointed is Pujara because there was so much promise. At least he did what a lot of others didn't. He batted balls, he batted time, he started to set a base for the others. That is Pujara. Pujara builds the base for the other people to go and score, and because they didn't, and Pujara is always susceptible that one good ball would get him and there won't be enough runs on the board. So you look at Pujara, 100 runs from 4 innings, average 25. The strike rate doesn't matter. I've never ever looked at strike rates for Pujara. Just 1 half century, but because he did a little more than others in terms of the balls he faced, Pujara 5-6, we'll give him a 6, tending to 5 rather than to 6, but 6 for Pujara. Now Rishabh Pant. Was Pant picked as a batsman or was he picked as a keeper? I think he was picked as a batsman first, and that's going to affect the evaluation. Pant as a batsman, 4 innings, 60 runs. A bit unfortunate in the first innings. There was a run out. He had to slog a bit at the end. Didn't quite use his chances in the second. But as a keeper, benefited a little bit from having to stand back, and to be fair, the odd one went down, but he did what was asked of him behind the stumps. There's no doubt at all about that. Purely as a keeper, maybe 6. As a batsman, 4 overall, 5 for Rishabh Pant. Which brings us to Shreyas Iyer. T20s, 5 matches, 153, strike rate of 131, but I think it was in one-day game, even though the result went against India, that Shreyas Iyer really established himself. 3 innings, 1 century, 2 50s, highest score of 103, strike rate of 95. You want that from a number 4. You want solidity. You want him to possess the ability to then go on and get runs fairly quickly. So Shreyas Iyer, 8.5 out of 10. For a magnificent white ball series. What would we give for him to convert that into red ball? But let's not start getting too ambitious just yet. So KL Rahul, very good. Shreyas Iyer, very good in the first half of this report card. A little disappointing in between, but we've got the big guns in part 2 of the report card coming up.